So you join me on quite a wild and windy day here in the Dingle in Liverpool. And of course, this is my childhood, was all around here. I lived in this area till I was 24, till I moved out by Penny Lane, which you may have heard of. But we're here for a very, very special reason, and that's to show you the new mural that's been painted in Ringo's honour. And I'll explain why in just a moment. So Ringo was born here, number 9 Madryn Street. Now, all these houses have been renovated, but back then this was a simple Victorian working class house, which meant you had 3 bedrooms upstairs, but downstairs there was just a living room and a kitchen cum dining room. There was no bathroom, there was no toilet in the house. The toilet was in the backyard in a little outhouse. So it was quite basic. And little Richie, as of course he was then, lived here with his mum and dad. But when he was about 3 years old, his mum and dad got divorced. His dad moved out, went down to the very bottom of Madryn Street down there, and then disappeared from his life, and he hardly ever saw him again. So of course, in a 3-bedroom house with little Richie and his mum Elsie, she was doing 2 jobs just to make the rent. It didn't make sense to have a 3-bedroom house. So, with them being rented from the local authority, they looked for a home that had 2 bedrooms, so the rent would be cheaper. And they found a family who was in a 2-bedroom house who wanted a bigger one. And literally they just swapped them. So they came from the top of Madryn Street, and literally they just went and found a house which was on the other side of Hyde Park Street, and there is the mural. So what is so special about the mural? Why has it been painted there? Well, this was the Empress Pub. This is at the top of the road where young Richie moved to with his mum. So at the age of 5, he moved to number 10 Admiral Grove, which is a little house just down the side of the Empress Pub. Now, those who know their Ringo solo albums well, you'll know that this pub, the Empress, was on the front cover of his first solo album, Sentimental Journey. And the photo for the cover was taken from about here. And it just shows the front of the Empress Pub, shows Ringo in the doorway. And if you hadn't noticed, in the bottom windows, very faintly, there is Ringo's mum, Elsie, and her new husband, Harry Graves, then other friends and family. And so down to the right of the Empress is Admiral Grove, and that's where he lived from the age of 5 right through to 1963, when the Beatles went down to London. So Sentimental Journey, that's why the Empress is important, and that's why we have this amazing new mural that has been painted here. So let's go and take a closer look at what is in this mural. So obviously we've got some meanings, a lot of yellow submarine. And it's an incredible bit of artwork. If you want to look him up, there he is, John Coolshaw 86 on Instagram. But what an incredible work of art. And there he is, Ringo is back in the Dingle. So what do we think? Do you like it? Is it the most flattering picture you've ever seen of him? Maybe not. But I think he's done an absolutely incredible job. Looks really smart, and with the colour of the yellow submarine characters, sets off nicely with the black and white portrait of Richie Starkey, better known as Ringo Starr. So it's all exciting stuff down in the Dingle, and hopefully the Empress will be turned into some form of Beatles themed hotel, guest house, Airbnb. We'll find out soon and let you know. So now we have this amazing bit of art. Notice also then, if we cross over the road, the next part is starting to appear. There's Ringo's famous peace sign. So we'll check back on this and I'll update you once the new one has been done.